everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am so excited to film because I've been seeing these videos go all around the internet and I couldn't wait to hop on the trend and do one of these. So if you guys can't tell by the title of this video, we are going to be doing the whole I try to follow a blank's makeup tutorial. And so for my I follow whoever's makeup tutorial, I decided to do KATHLEENLIGHTS because she is like one of my favorite, probably like my one all-time favorite YouTubers, and I watch her videos like religiously. Every time she uploads I watch them right away, so I thought who better person to do than KATHLEENLIGHTS. And I usually always buy everything that she recommends, so I'm going to be doing her I'm going to be following her Jaclyn Hill palette makeup tutorial. So I wanted to do a video where I had most of the products, and so I have the Jaclyn Hill palette, and you guys know that, and I know I've done a million tutorials using this palette, but I mean, it's so good, and you know, I wanted to follow her tutorial as closely as I could. So if you guys are excited to see that video, then just keep on watching.
Hey guys, so today's video is a makeup tutorial on the look I am wearing right now. I am using the brand new Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I have gotten so many requests to film a tutorial with this palette ever since it came out, so I am so happy to do that for you today. A lot of you guys were asking me to do swatches and a review on this palette, but I'm sure you guys have seen hundreds of videos like this already. I thought it would be kind of
Okay, I'm gonna try my best to get through this voiceover because I feel like poop right now, but we're gonna do it. So I'm just priming my eyelids with some concealer as usual, and now.
So she put concealer on her eyes, and she used the Top Shape tape, which I have, and then she buffed it out with a brush. So let's do that really quick. I never buff out my concealer with a brush, so it feels really weird to do it. That's what I love about these videos is, you know, you're doing like the way they do their makeup and stuff, so. Oh, you know what?
And now I'm gonna take the
She already has her eyebrows done, which I always usually do my eyebrows, so I'll be right back after we get these eyebrows done. Right, so we got our brows on now. She does like the feathery brow, but I can't get that, so this is what's gonna have to happen, or this is what's gonna have to make do. So she went in with the, I think it was this color, was it?
Now I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to take this shade, and on a fluffy crease brush I am just going to buff this into my crease. I'm really putting this color on my entire crease. I'm not being precise with this or anything. I just want it all up in there. And then I'm going to take this color right here. I know all of these shades.
Alright, I'm going to zoom you guys in a bit so you guys can see the eyes. Okay. Now, she already has one eye done, so I'm gonna have to try my best to follow along. So I'm gonna do both eyes at the same time while she does one eye. So it's gonna buff that color into the crease. Buff it into that. She said not to be too precise. Color. Okay.
And then I'm going to take this color right here. I know all of these shades have names, but I have no idea where I put that little paper insert. So I'm just going to point, and that's it. So I am buffing this color in my crease as well, but I'm being a little bit more precise with this one and not blowing it out so much. And then I'm going to take this.
For me. Okay, then she went in with okay. And then she went in with this color when it was a little bit more precise in the crease. So you guys, alright, I think I got that in the place that you wanted. Please excuse my skin. My skin has been horrible this past couple days. And I think it's because I've been trying a new face wash and it's like working maybe because it's like clearing out all the gunk that I had in my skin, so please don't judge my skin right now. Okay.
This delicious blue color, and I'm gonna pack this on my entire lid.
And put that on her entire lid. So it looks like she went all just on the lid with this color. I think that's good. I mean, it looks totally doesn't look like the way she has it, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, then she went into that red
against
shade.
the blue. So I am packing this color into my crease. I'm actually putting a lot of this color down because I want to see the contrast of the blue and the red. So I'm applying a lot of it and then slowly diffusing it into my crease, kind of like dragging it up and making it a little bit more smoky and faded.
Just buffing that in.
Then I'm going to take this darker red in the palette and I'm going to use this kind of like...
Let me catch up, Kathleen. You're going way too fast for me. So she kind of like busted in the crease, and then I was like more precise with it. I feel like I went way over with this color, but kind of want. Oh my god, I feel like this has turned out terrible. I don't really have like a precise brush like hers. Now maybe if I buff it out with
Then I'm going to take this darker red in the palette and I'm going to use this kind of like the sandwich color in between the blue and the red, just so that everything blends nicely and there are no harsh lines.
Like the sandwich color.
I'm going to go back into the blue and intensify it, of course, because...
So I'm grabbing that red, the one below this red that I just used on my crease. She used this darker red. And she said she used it as like a sandwich color right in between each other, which... No, Kathleen, mine looks terrible compared to yours. I'm gonna buff out that first red shade. Buff it out with a clean brush. Just to try to make it look more like hers. I think we're okay. And then she's going back in with that blue shade on the flat brush.
Because when you apply a bunch of other eyeshadows on top, it will lose its intensity. So I'm just packing that color again, and same goes with this red shade. I'm just intensifying it a little bit more. Okay, back into that crease.
Okay. Let's get the blue one here to intensify it, which I agree, we gotta intensify this color. Why do my eyes look crooked? Or not crooked, but uneven. And then she went in and intensified the red. I'm gonna use a different brush to see maybe if I can not overdo it. Oh, there we go. There we go, there we go. Okay, and then she went in with that first color we grabbed.
Diffuse any harsh lines right up in there, and then I decided to go with this color versus the black because this one was a little more purpley. So I'm using this to deepen out the outer corners and make it, you know, sultrier, deeper, smokier, sexier, you know, all the years, Porter. Okay, so the palette doesn't really have a matte brow bone highlight.
Okay. So now she went in with this color here, which is not like black, it's like a dark brown. So we're gonna use that to make it more sultry and, you know, smoky. You just focus that really on the outer half of this look, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I think we did okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more red. I feel like I lost some of that intensity up here. And so I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette because I do agree that the Jaclyn Hill palette does not have a good brow bone highlight. So I'm going to use the color Tempera
Beach palette, and I dipped it into the shade Brilliant just to highlight my brow bone without a shimmery color. But then I thought I needed a shimmery color, so I went in with the first shade in the palette.
Not bad. And then she went in with that second color here in the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm gonna do the same thing, grab that color.
See, my brows are wolfing and I don't want to bring too much attention to them. I took a brush with no additional product and I just blended out my crease some more. And now let's move on to the face. This is the Touch and Soul No Pore Blend Primer. It's supposed to help with your pores and I love it.
So let me find it here. Maybe I threw mine away because mine was like super oily. Oh no, I do have it. Okay, cool. I actually have another product that she has. So she used the No Problem Primer by Touch and Soul. I've used this before on my channel, like once. So she just used it on here, 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 and her forehead. Let's do that. Okay, cool. That's awesome that I had something else that she had. One thing that's a big difference from Kathleen and I is that she has very, very dry skin and I don't. So I hope she doesn't go too dewy on this tutorial because my oily skin will just take it off.
So much. And then I took the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick and I'm mixing two shades because this one is a little bit too pale for me, but then this one is a little bit too dark for me, so I like mixing both of them. And then I'm just buffing it in with
I'm just going to use, so she used two foundations, which I will too, so I'm going to use my Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. And this Revlon Color Stay makeup, the Color Stay makeup foundation, which looks like this, which is almost out. So she definitely has a lighter complexion than I do, so we'll just dot this around our face like she did.
Love is the foundation brush, and I love this foundation. It's like one of my favorites. I don't use it on camera that often, but it really is one of the best.
I love it too, though.
And now for concealer, I'm just going to take my usual Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Light Neutral, and I am just buffing that underneath my eyes to cover up my dark spots.
And then she went in with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, which my Tarte Shape Tape is like way too light for my under eye. So I'm going to use a little bit of this and then a little bit of my other concealer. So I'm just gonna dot this because it is like way too white for my face. So next I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me. So in the Tarte Shape Tape, I use the color Light Sand, which is way too white for me, and I'm using the color Fair for the other
circles. And then to set that down, I took the new Kat Von D blotting powder in the shade Light, and I'm using that to set that, like I said. This did darken up.
blend out the foundation first. Okay. Yeah, do you see how white that is? Oh, Kathleen! Why do you make me use that sharp tape? Okay. Now she used the Kat Von D powder to set, which I do not have. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild contouring palette in the color Dulce de Leche, and I'm going to use this shade here.
A little bit, but I just love this powder so much. I use it to set my under eyes. I use it on my entire face. It's just amazing. It's like a holy grail product for me now. I love it so much. So I just set all the places I put down the concealer. To finish up the eyes, I just took this shade again and I popped that in my inner corners. This color is very, very beautiful. I love it. And then I just took the M Cosmetics new black eyeliner. It is amazing. It took me forever.
She used that color to brighten up the inner corners. Oh, I really like that color in the inner corners. It like really brightens it up. And then she used an eyeliner to tightline. I don't have the one she has, so I'm going to use this vintage one we got in our BoxyCharm. And does she tightline and waterline?
Ever to take it off, which is a good thing. So I applied this to my tightline and my waterline as well. And then I forgot to show you a little clip, but I took the first shade we ever used in the crease, and I'm using this to apply to.
And then she went in with that first
to my
shade
lower lash line. And I'm pretty much going to just use all the colors I used in my crease originally on my lower lash line. So I took this shade again, and on a different pencil brush, I just smudged this on my lower lash line as well. And I'm going to be repeating this step with all the other shades.
Okay, slow down. So I went with that second shade she has now. Kind of extends out to the.
With this darker color, I'm only going to focus this on the outer corners of my lower lash line, just so that they can match my lid color as well, because I only have it on the outer corners of my lid. My stomach hurts so.
I'm going to keep working that red in there. And then she used that really dark color.
So bad right now. You have no idea.
All right.
Let's keep it moving. Oh, I also applied some more eyeliner to my waterline just to intensify it a bit. And then off camera, I applied some.
Okay, hold. And then she's putting on mascara and lashes off of camera. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. So I'll be right back once I have the lashes on. I totally forgot to hit record. Freak my life, man. Okay, so I put on my lashes already. I didn't have the wispy ones that she had. I used these Christina lashes from Amazon. They're like the wispies. It's like the one time I don't have the wispies, she uses them. So, and then she went in with bronzer, and I'm using just my Dulce de Leche bronzer here. And she's using this color just as like a carving contour, and my camera wasn't recording while I started doing this, so. And then she went in with a shimmery one. I don't have that Too Faced powder that she was using, but it's basically like a baked shimmery bronzer. So I'm gonna use my Pure Cosmetics Bronze and Brightening palette, and I'm gonna use this shade here. Because it's kind of similar to that Too Faced one, because it has like a shimmer color. Or like a shimmer, I mean. And she used. This is definitely very shimmery. Not good for my textured skin, Kathleen. Don't you know? She has like perfect skin now. So there we are, bronzed up. Now she went in with the Charlotte Tilbury blush, which I also don't have. So it looks like it's like a light pinky color. So I'm going to use this Ofra blush here. And this is in the color, I don't know what color it's in, but we're going to use that to blush up.
First Love, and I just popped this on my cheeks. I picked this blush because I didn't want anything.
We're going to use that to blush up
with my eye makeup since it's pretty colorful. So this one's really natural and just goes with everything. And then I busted out a highlight I haven't used in a long time. This is MAC Give Me Snow. I was going to say Give Me Sun. This is MAC Soft and Gentle. And I just applied this to the tops of my...
Alright, there we our blush. She used MAC Soft and Gentle, which looks like a pinky highlight to me at least. I'm going to use two highlights. I'm going to use this Vintage highlight, which is like super pink. And then I'm going to mix it in with my Makeup Revolution, this really white color in the color Golden Lights. And just using a brush. Kind of just like mixing both of these together. And really tap that because it was too much. And we're going to add that as our highlight.
And a little bit on my nose to highlight. And then for my lip color, I took the NARS Velvet Gloss lip pencil in the shade Buenos Aires. And I really love this. I just picked this up from Sephora and it's such a pretty glossy nude. But yeah, guys, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Alright, I don't have a... Ugh, I hope I have a glossy nude like that. I don't have that pencil either. Oh, thought I was way more prepared than this for this video, but I guess not. What pencil can I use? So she used like a nude. Okay, so I don't really have like a nude like she does, but I'm gonna try to make something work here. I'm going to mix two colors together from these Wet n Wild shades. So it looks like it's a lot more like this color, but this is a little bit more brown and this is a little pinky. So I think mixing these together will make a really pretty color as close as possible to hers. So I'm going to go in with the color Nudist Peach, which is going to be like super peach for this color, but... Now I'm going to go in with the color Nudie Patootie and just put this right on top. So I'm just going to add a gloss on top of that just to make it a little bit more glossy like hers. So I'm going to use this Cargo Cosmetics in the color Umbria. It's like a kind of a peachy gold, but on top of this, it's just going to look pretty nude, so. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. How do you guys think I did following Kathleen's tutorial? I think it came out pretty well. I'm actually stunningly surprised at how well this all came together, because I was getting a little worried at first because I thought I messed it up adding too much red into the crease and everything. But it all came together and I think it looks great. And I would totally rock this more out. Like I would wear this out to a girls' night out or an evening dinner or anything like that. Because these blues and reds together just really make your eyes pop. And I think a lot of people will like it. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this tutorial. If I did a good job. If I followed her pretty well. I didn't have a lot of the products that she had, but I had similar ones that I think went good with this look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed watching this. And if you guys want to see me do another, I tried to follow a blanks tutorial, maybe a little bit more riskier one, more difficult. Let me know what you guys think. I want you guys to try this challenge because it's so much fun. you know, everybody has their own ways of doing makeup and all of that, their own routines, and you know, even though I watch all these YouTubers, I don't always recreate all the looks that they do. And if I do recreate them, I put my own spin on them. And so it was kind of cool to actually follow a tutorial step by step and get a result that's actually really close to what they had. So, alright guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! I gotta do the intro like she did.